These two candidates are the only Democratic primary opponents debating tonight. There is no Republican, so again, as we talked about, this essentially will decide the race for this seat on the Smith County Commissioners Court. Precinct 4 covers much of the city of Tyler, with some areas outside of the city limits as well. We welcome the incumbent, Joanne Hampton, and the challenger, Donald Sanders, and we begin tonight with opening statements from the incumbent, Joanne Hampton.
Giving our reverence and praise to my Heavenly Father, for He is so worthy to be praised. Good evening. I am Joanne Hampton, Smith County Commissioner, Precinct 4. Thank you so much for having this debate tonight. We really do appreciate it. American businessman Henry J. Kaiser stated, "When your work speaks for itself, don't interrupt." With that thought in mind, it is best to let my work speak for me. This election is about proven experience, proven results, and proven leadership. I have walked the leadership path, and tonight I will share that journey with you. A total of 6 years on Tyler City Council, 1 year as Mayor Pro Tem, where I worked to streamline city government, member of the steering committee for the passage of the half-cent sales tax, created a long-range plan for the way the money would be used, including prioritizing projects such as the Sunnybrook Extension, now known as the Earl Campbell Parkway, Glass Recreation Center in North Tyler, and design for the Tyler Airport. Helped in setting up the blueprint for the city of Tyler to establish long-term service points. Initiated the way the city of Tyler dispersed community development block grant funds, putting more money into neighborhoods, maintaining street repairs, curbs, guttering, and renovating St. Louis, Butler College, and the Oak Pine communities. Sponsored safety and aesthetic development with the installation of a red light at Walton Road. Continued the process of demolishing unsightly abandoned homes, mowing vacant lots, removal of old vehicles from yards, thereby increasing property values for homeowners. I brought that same fortitude and tenacity to make tough decisions to county government. As the senior member and the only Texas certified county commissioner of the Smith County Commissioners Court, I bring stability and proven leadership to the court. I either serve on or implemented the following programs or committees at Smith County: the Roadmap for County Government 10-Point Service Plan, Smith County Transportation Advisory Committee, redrafting of our subdivision rules, Salary Performance Review Committee, you've already heard about that one, revamped the Road and Bridge Department, chair of the Smith County Criminal Justice Coordinating Committee. I have the proven experience, results, and leadership to solve the county problems facing us today. I've been married for 39 years to Kevin Hampton. We have 2 children, both went through the Tyler Public School District. I'm a member of the Spring Creek Baptist Church. Please go and vote in the primary election and join our team to get things done.
Mr. Sanders.
Good evening. Thank you for having this afternoon to allow me to share my vision and aspiration for serving as your county commissioner for Precinct 4. I'm Donald Sanders, former city councilman of the city of Tyler. I served the maximum term limit, total of 6 years. I was born, raised, educated, and nurtured in the Precinct 4 area of Smith County. I've been married for 41 years to the now Dr. Sally Sanders, an RN here in the city of Tyler. We have 3 grown adult children. Carla and Christopher live in the Dallas Metroplex. Candace lives in Tyler. 2 grands, Candace, Cheris, and Mandy. I retired from Kelly Springfield Tire Plant after 31 years of service. As city councilman, I served as Mayor Pro Tem from 2008 to 2009. I worked with Tyler 21 Master Plan on the Park, Open Space, and Recreation Committee. I served on the Audit Committee for the City of Tyler. Served on the Executive Board for East Texas Council Government, Executive Committee for the East Texas Council Government. Also, the Area Agency for Aging Advisory Committee from 2006 until now, from which I was elected last year to serve as one of the 4 Texas Civil Rights Legislative Representatives for the 14 counties, in which 4 counties I'm responsible for is Smith County, Cherokee, Wood, and Kemp County. Our duties is to go to also during the legislative years, which is this year, to serve as activists for benefits and programs for senior citizens, a job that I've enjoyed. I recommended the name Earl Camel for the Earl Camel Parkway, and it was approved and supported by everyone involved. I successfully led an effort to memorialize a section of Highway 155 within the city limits in honor of Professor S.E. Palmer for his work and contribution to establishing the single-member district in Tyler. I was instrumental in helping improve right-in areas of the city of Tyler by creating 14 new affordable houses and 18 free homes that was given to those that qualified through the Homes Program and the Community Development Block Grant. I am confident serving the maximum term limit of city councilman in the city of Tyler has helped to prepare me for county commissioner of Precinct 4 Smith County. I want to continue to build partnership and relationships to develop Precinct 4 to its fullest potentials towards economic growth.
All right, thank you. Gentlemen, we go to the question and answer part of this debate, and we begin with Dave Berry from the Tyler Morning Telegram. Dave?
All right. Commissioner Hampton, at times in our county's recent history, the Commissioner's Court has been very divided and united in purpose at other times. How are members of the court getting along now, and what does that mean for the residents of Smith County?
I think it's a great question, Dave. The Commissioners Court is totally united. We work together very well. We have no problems. If we do have something, we work it out, we compromise. It's important for your commissioners to be able to get along. Not only the commissioners, you got to be able to transition that over to working with your state legislatures and also your federal candidates as well to make sure that you can get things done in Smith County. Because you need federal tax dollars as well as state tax dollars in order to do things here.
All right, Mr. Sanders, do you agree that the Commissioner's Court is getting along, and how important is that?
I actually see that they are getting along pretty decent. It is very important to get along with the Commissioner's Court to get the job done. And to do that, you would have to have a vision for the county's future. You have to keep an open mind, maintain high ethical standards, know what the issues are, know your constituents and the people that should be working with you, focus on what's best for the county, be honest with the public, media, and other officials, have confidence in your qualification, separate your emotions from your responsibilities, work to provide for general health and welfare of the county residents.
All right, thank you. Roy Maynard, you have our next question.
Yeah, the Smith County tax rate has climbed pretty steadily since 2000, but it's still relatively low for a county our size. And I know that's something that Commissioner Hampton has spoken about before. Has the tax rate kept up with the needs of the county, and do you see a need for more revenues?
I do see a need for more revenue, but as you look at our tax rate and the way that the Commissioners Court actually works, we streamline county government quite a bit. We've also been able to make sure that we provide the services that were needed for our citizens. We have one of the lowest tax rates around. Raising taxes does not always get you what you need. Sometimes it's just a matter of looking back over your budget and seeing if you can find something within the budget that you can make changes in order to help your citizens.
Mr. Sanders.
I feel like the taxes are being utilized fairly decent, and I do not like the idea of raising taxes when it's not necessary. I think if we utilize the resources that we have to get some of the projects completed that we have, we could save money tremendously. I also feel like that if we would prioritize our projects and we could utilize the money more wisely that we have in hand and not have to always consider raising taxes.
If I may. I think if you would look back over the commissioners, we have what we consider our general fund reserve policy, which is 17%, but we also have what we call as our pay-as-you-go program, which is the same thing that we used at the city of Tyler to pay cash for all our projects. We did prioritize those projects. We started with cleaning out the Carlton building. Everybody's out. We have repurposed and remodeled all of our buildings on Ferguson Street, where we have a new constable's office. Our new JP is up on the 5th floor. We've done our adult probation. We've moved our veterans office out of the Cotton Belt building in order to make it easier for our veterans to get there. So we are doing all those things by prioritizing.
Dave, with our next question, Dave Berry.
Okay, Ms. Hampton, currently Smith County is without a county engineer. Is that hampering efforts to improve the roads, and what is being done about hiring an engineer?
We have been searching for an engineer for quite some time, but it's not hampering. What we did is we went into a maintenance mode where we were actually going out repairing those roads. I have 145.7 miles within my own county district. We put over $1 million into that area trying to maintain our roads. It's hard to find a county engineer. I'm not saying we're not looking, because we are looking. The thing that's good about really and truly not having a county engineer is that it gives the commissioners more of a hands-on approach with working with our road administrator and being able to talk to our citizens and see exactly what their needs are as for out in the county. We know we do have some problem with some drainage, which is basically just cleaning out culverts and things like that. But other than that, we've been able to survive without a county engineer.
Mr. Sanders, what could you do as a county commissioner to improve the condition of Smith County roads, and what measures would you support?
Well, I would support hiring an engineer for the county, but in the meantime, I would be willing to work with the other commissioners and the judges in the court and others in the county to make sure that we handle the projects by prioritizing them according to the needs that are at hand, the top priorities.
Roy Maynard with our next question.
In this race, accessibility has become an issue. We'll start with Mr. Sanders. You contend that Commissioner Hampton is not as accessible to the community as she should be. Could you please elaborate on that?
I did say that I would be more open to the constituents in Precinct 4. I did say that I would have an open door policy for the citizens in Precinct 4 and the citizens in the county. I also said that I would also try to make my constituents more informed on the projects and the works of the county commission and the plans for the county commissioner, and for the county, and get them more involved by having town hall meetings periodically around the precinct, so that they'd be more aware of what's going on, and that they would be more supportive in the projects that we are faced with.
Ms. Hampton, would you like to respond to that contention?
Oh, of course. I think I have my hands in just about everything that goes on in county government. I'm visiting with my constituents at all times. I have a very large district, but we have Click It, See It, Fix It, which I have implemented at the county. So we have ways of communicating with our citizens. We also hold town hall meetings, inviting the public to come in. We can do webinars. There's all sorts of things we can do to get our citizens more involved. Out of most of my county meetings that I have had, we may have had 10 people from my district actually show up at the meetings. I've had people come from all over the county to the meetings. I am accessible. I am out and about in the community continuously, from the Van Zandt County line all the way down to the old Jacksonville Highway and all the way over in Lindale. Not only do I work with the citizens here in Smith County, because I chair the East Texas Council of Governments, which is a 14-county region area of the executive board, which I don't recall our illustrious city council member being a part of the executive board of East Texas Council of Governments. We make sure that there's transportation and everything else that's needed for our citizens with no problem.
Okay, Dave, next question.
Mr. Sanders.
I do have a rebuttal there. I did say that I was on the executive board for East Texas Council of Government, but I immediately changed that. I was on the executive committee, which made recommendation to the board.
Okay, Dave.
All right. Mr. Sanders, let me ask you this. This seat is the only seat on the Commissioners Court held by a Democrat. How do you see this as affecting your relationship with the other members?
Well, I hope that it don't affect it in a negative way. I hope that we have some of the same concerns for the county and for Precinct 4 and our constituents. I'm hoping that the political party don't have any problems in the future in a negative way. I have been proven to be able to work with Democrats, Republicans, and the parties that have any negative effects on them. We was all working for the same common good.
Sanders.
I don't have a problem at all. I've always been able to work with Republicans, Democrats. It doesn't matter. It's all about what's best for Smith County and Tyler and the surrounding areas to get the job done.
All right, we have one more question, and then we'll get to the closing statements.
Go ahead to closing statements.
Go to closing statements now. Okay, we'll go to the closing statements as we begin to wrap up. Each candidate will have 2 minutes for one final message, and we'll begin with the challenger, Donald Sanders. Mr. Sanders.
I vow to change the degrading practices of essential needs in the county. When I ride around the precinct, I notice road drainage, bridges, and lighting issues that should have been addressed. My past record as city council speaks for itself, and I plan to do even a better job as county commissioner. I promise better services to the area, more accountability to the people, a more accessible style of leadership. I want to be available to and for the people. But most of all, I promise to be a full-time county commissioner and not have to share my duties with another full-time job or position, for I am retired. I want my tenure to be acting in the minds of people, not only the ones that I represent, but all that live in every precinct of Smith County area. There's an obvious decline in North Tyler area. The city is moving south. There's basically an abandonment contributing to the decline in the northern area. We have to continue to engage the people. Everybody is apparently not on the same page. We do have the North Chase Addition, the Houston Community Center, and we have works in place for the Texas College District. All of this starts with key people in key positions. We have to be prudent about the prospect of our area becoming even more desolate, but we have to act and work together. I refuse to be defeated by the challenge. I want to exceed my expectations of my constituents, and certainly want to exceed my own expectations. Thank you.
Commissioner.
Thank you, first of all, for having this forum. We really do appreciate it. Proven experience, results, and respect is not just a slogan. It is the promise of commitment and servitude to the citizens of Smith County. The citizens deserve proven experience on the Commissioner's Court from a candidate that understands the county's culture, needs, demands, and budgetary process. I pride myself on being the people's candidate who is always visible in the community, listening to the Smith County voters in doing so. I have found that our citizens are our best resources for solving problems. Proven results come from investigating issues prior to court hearings, which enable me to make unbiased and sound business decisions with wisdom. Results come from ensuring the county is prepared to react for the betterment of the citizens and not for the gains of lobbyists, groups with their own agenda. Results are not always on a grand scale. I can say when my opponent called me, I was always there for him to answer his questions, even though I was inaccessible. I never managed not to be there for him. These results speak to my personal commitment to be an active participant in this community through servitude. Proven respect is what each citizen deserves from his or her elected official. It is how I treat people and how I respond to you and your concerns. When a citizen calls me, my only question must be, how can I help solve your problems? I am always available to listen to your issues, whether it is the maintenance of county roads, collection of stray animals, illegal dumping, or just reassuring a family regarding the welfare of a loved one who is incarcerated. Proven respect among my peers to know I mean what I say and I say what I mean. My record of accomplishment as your county commissioner proves that I am the person you need to work with other elected officials. My leadership is evident that I can do and have done what you elected me to do for 3 consecutive terms. My proven respect toward all citizens of Smith County is evident through my open door and no issues too small policy. I come prepared to work for you every day, and my record reflects that my experience has been invaluable to the county government. Thank you so much for having this, and please vote in the March primary.